And I am raw to the bone, but y'all knew that shit. Happy Thursday, y'all. Let's see what the music is today. Hey, what? Fuck it up. Hey, McAvin. Hey, Fancy K. Thank you. Hey. Come on in. Gotta switch it up. Get your coffee or your tea. Hey, IG. Hey, YouTube. Hey. Hey, Facebook. Good morning, Ghost Mob. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, that's enough music and gyration because I got to cut the show short today. It's not going to be a full hour. I am off today, like from work. I say from work, but I got like multiple streams of work. But I'm off from the corporate America work today. All right. And I have an appointment that I need to be somewhere by 9:30. So I have to cut Coffee with Friends short today. I was going to cancel, but I love y'all so damn much that I had to show up, even if it was for half an hour or 40 minutes. So come the fuck on in and get this topic. The topic today is after everything I did for you. How many of you people have heard that statement before? Just let that marinate on your brain for a minute. After everything I did for you, right? How many arguments you been in? How many times you said it yourself to someone? Guilty. I've said this statement to someone after all I did for you. You think they give a fuck? You gotta say that they don't give a fuck. Okay? Let's talk about that. But you know me, hey Interior Rule Squad. You know me, I bullshit a little bit before, but I don't have that much time to bullshit today because we need to get into the topic. But I gotta wait for the rest of my crew to join. So in the meantime, in between time, happy fucking Thursday. Get your coffee or your tea or whatever it is you're doing. Some of you are waking and baking, and I'm not mad at that. I got my coffee though. Good morning, Rashmi. Come on in. Hey, Johnny Hill. Oh, fluff my hair. Oh, it's the headphones. It's the headphones smashing my hair. It's the headphones. Nothing I can do about that. So, yes. So, anyway, I got an appointment today, and this is why my hair is all out and wild like this because I have an appointment to get my hair trimmed. I'm trying to do the right thing, y'all. Just because we have natural hair don't mean that we just wear it like this and never go get the fucking shit trimmed and conditioned, right? And so I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to stay on a quarterly schedule or a seasonal schedule to get my hair trimmed. So that's what I'm doing today. So I took the fucking day off. Hey, Yoga Girl Sai. Yes, Yoga Girl Side let me know that she was the first one to hop on here and hit like. If you are joining my show through IG, please make sure when you come in, good morning, protagonist, you throw in the hearts, okay? Throw those hearts in there. Help keep me moving through the algorithm. If you coming in on YouTube, give me the like. Oh my God, y'all have been doing so good with the likes. Y'all not perfect. Not perfect. Okay, one day I had 22 eyes. That ain't a lot. Some shows got 1,000 eyes, 2,000 eyes, 500 eyes. I had 22 eyes just on YouTube. And I had about 15 likes. I want to see the eyes match the likes. Okay? Please. It's free. What the fuck? I show up here for free. Y'all show up here for free. Let's help each other out. Hey, mother. Hey, Kev SD. Hit the like button and throw out the hearts, right? Good morning. Good morning. All right. So I wanted to say the other day I was in my house looking out the window, and my window faces, this building across from me that has these ugly fucking balconies, right? If you follow me on my IG page, Facebook page, you've seen the video, or maybe you haven't, but you can always go back and look. There's a little girl across in this building. Okay. People, I just have to say this. If you have a balcony, and I'm going to take a minute to say this, right? If you have a balcony, please don't be the irresponsible parents, right? That let your kid, your little toddler, go on and off the balcony unsupervised. All right. And I know that you probably like, why the fuck do you even have to say that shit? Well, I have to say it because right across from me, this little toddler that looked to be about 2, 3 years old, out on the balcony the other day, throwing everything fuck off. She threw off a rug. She threw 2 book bags off. She threw a whole bottle of Lysol. She threw this big metal shit down. She threw a plant pot down. And all of these shits was hitting people's cars, right? Which I think is crazy anyway, because why would you create parking spaces underneath balconies? Okay. Yes, algorithm is real, Cheryl. People don't understand. It's hard on us in the social media world. We got to get through these algorithms. See, if you didn't jump on social media bandwidth in the beginning to get all these followers, it's hard, right? And then they shadow ban you for stupid shit, right? So that's why I harp on the hearts, I harp on the likes, because if they see that my videos are in rotation and people are engaging, it puts me into the algorithm. All right. So I'm not asking you to do this for shits and giggles. I'm asking you to help me grow freestyle. Okay. Hey, AG on YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. So the little girl was throwing all the shit off the balcony and I filmed it. Then I opened up my window and I screamed. Hey, Glamour 47. I felt like an old lady. You know how the nosy old lady in the neighborhood always see the shit going on? But I didn't give a fuck because number one, they have a couch on the balcony. She could have climbed up on the couch and hopped right over that fucking balcony. I was screaming bloody murder out this window. I'm yelling, little girl, somebody get this little girl. She's throwing shit out the window. Maintenance man saw her and they took care of the situation. Watch your motherfucking kids, okay? I mean, when I first moved to Bergen County, a little kid fell off a balcony over here in Hackensack. He was autistic, but watch your fucking kids. That's just a message. All right. All right. Good morning, Glamour 47. Good morning. Good morning. So today's topic I have is, and it's gonna be like a short day. I'm gonna start winding down at like 8:30, 8:35, because I got to go. I got to get my hair did. Okay. All right. After everything I did for you. How many people on here have heard that statement? Hey, DJ Teddy, after everything I did for you, or after everything I've done for you, this is how you do me? This is how you do me? How many times have you heard that phrase? And how many times have you said that phrase? I'm guilty. I have said it. I have said it after everything I did for you, right? And no matter, I felt like I needed to explain to that person and break down to that person, I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, and you still treat me this way? What did I learn in my healing season about this statement? After everything I did for you, right? This statement, how does this statement make you feel when it's said to you? And how does this statement make you feel when you say it? When a person makes this statement, is this a way of passing on guilt to make the other person feel guilty about how they're treating them? And is it an appropriate way to have a lucrative and healthy conversation? Hey, one reliable sin, I'm asking because I'm guilty. I've said this before, right? Or when you get to the point This is my opinion. The first two was my questions to y'all. Help me answer. One, how does this statement make you feel when someone says it to you? I want to know because I've said it to people, right? And how does it make you feel when you're the one saying it? And I can tell you how I felt when I said it. I felt defeated. I felt like I was in a dark place, right? But in my healing season, the one thing I realized is that when you get to the point and you have to say to someone, after everything I did for you, that means they don't give a fuck. That's how I look at it. But I could be wrong. Okay? You know, I ask, when you get to the point and you are the one who says this, what are you actually feeling? What is the expectation from the other person at this point? I want to know. What are your thoughts on this? And let me just take a pause here real quick. Let the comments keep coming in. But I just want to just tap into my communication style, right? For all of you on Coffee with Friends. I have a communication style that seems a bit pokish, right? But I just want you guys to know that when I ask a question and I ask follow-up questions, it's not to poke you and it's not to divert your opinion, right? It's to try to understand you, right? Because I find that a lot of people say stuff like, I want support, or I need love, or I need protection. But everything is so broad, right? And so when I go in and I go, what does that support look like to you? Is that really support? How long? It's just me having a conversation. That's it. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to disagree with you, but it's just my communication style to understand what it is you're saying. I have learned through my years in relationships and in my healing season that sometimes when a person says something to me, I walk away and I think it's one thing, right? I think it's one thing. And it be something completely something else. So now I ask the questions. The follow-up questions. What does that mean? Could it mean this? What happens when this happens? So, guys, I just want you to know that's my communication style. Please don't take offense if I ask you follow-up questions. All right. All right. So, hey, Soulful BBW, good morning. Hey, Uhu81, good morning. Let me go up here um, and read. Rashmi said, yes, on Prospect. That has happened a few times, unfortunately. Yup. Right on Prospect. Not only, I always forget them stupid buildings across the one with the Italian restaurant, Rashmi, the two buildings that look alike. I always forget the name of those buildings. I don't know why I forget the name of those buildings all the time. But that building is the same building I go and get my surgical procedures done. They have a surgical center and some medical offices in there. That is the building that the kid fell out the window, right? Then there's a building across the street from that, which I love. Okay. A grown ass man fell off the balcony. All I'm just saying is watch your fucking kids. Grown fucking people fall off balconies too. So make sure you watch your damn toddlers. Okay. The fuck. It has happened on Prospect. Right around the corner. Okay. Right around the fucking corner from me. Hey, Madison. Good morning. Good for you. See something, say something. I had to, Cheryl. At first I recorded it and I was like, what the fuck? And then I said, hold up. No, I need to say something because she was still going. And I kind of got nervous. Like, is she going to squeeze through the cracks of the balcony? What the fuck else is she going to throw the fuck down there? I screamed. The maintenance man heard me and it was taken care of. Just be careful with these kids. AG said, I've heard it before, but not to me because I'm the one that does everything for everyone. So have you been the one to feel that way? See, you say you've been the one to do, you're the one that does everything for everyone, right? So have you ever felt like, damn, this person did me wrong. This person does me wrong. This person they mistreat me. Do you ever feel like you want to say to them, after everything I did for you? But then what happens when you fucking say it? If people appreciate the things that you do for them, you should never have to say this statement. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning. Because in my experience, no matter how many times I said to somebody, after all I did for you, it didn't change shit. It didn't change a motherfucking thing. What it did was it made me mad because I started to think, what the fuck is wrong with you? You did all this shit for this person. They don't even recognize that they still treat you like shit. They still do shit, right? And so what I'm learning is saying this is a waste of fucking time because if you got to say it, they don't give a fuck about everything that you did for them. I used to hurt over that. I used to hurt. I used to sit and go, damn, why do I get treated this way after all I do? Right? Now, I'm like, it's a healing season. Now I don't care. Now I still feel like, oh, okay, that's how you want to treat me. And in my mind, I go, I know I've been a pretty good person and I've done a couple of things, but you know what? I fight to say it. I won't say it because if you got to say it, they don't give a shit about all the things that you did for them. Okay. Got the link. I'm putting the guest link up there. If anybody want to jump on, remember I'm starting to wind down at 8:35. All right. 8:35. I got to wind down. I got to get out of here. All right. Hey, Lulu Bells. Oh, I want to take another pause. Comments come in, guests come on. But Johnny Hill's show last night. Thank you, Johnny Hill, for allowing me to jump on your show. As a substitute for your co-host that wasn't there last night. All right. We had a great conversation. And I want to say also, thank you to those from Coffee with Friends that joined Johnny Hill's show last night. I love it. I love the support, right? The last thank you I want to give is thank you to everyone who has taken the homework home to watch The Strange Things of the Johnsons. You motherfuckers, I got so many DMs cussing me the fuck out, talk about what the fuck, what in the fuck you have me watching, right? Last night during Johnny's show, Booth Busters, he's not on here right now, Booth Busters, while the show was going, he stopped to watch that shit. Okay, he commented right away, what the fuck do you have me watching? So every person has cussed me out with a what the fuck. My timeline has comments on it, everything. But I want to say I appreciate you guys for taking the 30 minutes of your time to watch this because we're going to talk about this tomorrow. There is a lot to unpack. It's hard to look at, but there's some things we need to talk about in that. So I want to say thank you for supporting Johnny Hill, the arts and crafts show last night, and I want to thank you for continuing to support me. All right. I just wanted to say that. All right, so let me go back up. Yoga Girl. Oh, I did drop the link, Yoga Girl side. The guest link is there for y'all, for anybody that wants to join, anybody wants to come on IG. But I have to say this: I have to limit you to a minute. That's it. You can't stay on long because I got to cut the show off short today, right? Because other people might want to have a chance to jump on, whether IG or through the podcast. All right. Ghost Mob said it to a girl that did me dirty and wanted to kill that ungrateful bitch. Okay, Ghost Mob. So when you said this, right? Hey, Ophiucha 72. Oh, I know I fucked that up, but welcome. Welcome to Coffee with Friends. Ghost Mob, when you said that to the girl, right? Did it change anything? Did it change anything? Yoga Girl Side said we need to make sure that a reciprocated relationship has already been established. That's what I learned. Well, Yoga Girl Side, baby, I want to just say something about that. Okay? Every relationship I've been in the beginning was reciprocal. They didn't come in not being reciprocal. It was reciprocal. That's why I chose them. It wasn't until years down the line, Heart to Fire, The Strange Things About the Johnson. I posted the link on my page. Watch it today before tomorrow. It's a 30-minute short film on YouTube. The Strange Things About the Johnsons. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. We got a lot to unpack. What was the outcome, Ghost Mob, when you said this to her? Did it change anything? Yoga Girl Sai said, we need to make sure that I read that. Yoga Girl Sai also said, it's only worth your time to have the conversation if in general the other person is mature enough to admit they are wrong. If not, keep it moving. That's what I learned. But even in the beginning, when I said to myself, keep it moving, I still hurt. You know, the one thing I learned about me in these 2+ years is that I'm a tough cookie, but my feelings get hurt very easily. I have a softness about me that a lot of people don't know, right? And so when my feelings get hurt, I kind of retract. Hey, Fire One, I kind of go into my own to try to stay away from that. Now, that's the way I'm handling it now, right? Because I notice that my feelings get hurt very easily. Interior Rule Squad said, I think once I feel like saying, after all I did for you, it's time to leave whatever situation I'm in. I'm learning so much as I approach 40. And that is the point. When you got to start reminding motherfuckers the things you do and you did for them. Why are you there? They have already shown you that they don't appreciate you. I have not been around one person where I've had to make that statement to and they changed for the better. Unfortunately. DJ Teddy, you are? See, I went out. Listen, I went and had dinner with my girlfriend Marie yesterday. Okay. Yeah. She was on the show and she expressed some things and we went out and we talked. And we talked about that. We talked about sometimes when I get on Coffee with Friends, I express something or I admit something. And guess what? Then I find out that I'm not feeling it alone. That's the beauty of Coffee with Friends, right? Because sometimes we feel like we're alone in the things that we're going through. DJ Teddy just said, I'm not by myself. He's the same way. I appreciate that. Hey, Veronica Madison. Lulu Bell says, I'm so soft. My son is in Aries, which makes me mean badass. But my moon and ascendants are both in crybaby Pisces. A lot of people are soft. That's why I say be careful how you treat people. You don't know how they are handling it. And many times I felt like this very statement after everything I did. And saying that statement hurt me even more because it made me realize that I'm constantly pouring into someone or people, right? That might mistreat me. Got to think about how you're feeling, right? And what you're communicating. If it's not going to help the situation, sometimes you just got to walk away. After everything I did for you, if they don't fucking know, they never gonna know. Yoga Girl, Rashmi said, I don't know if I've actually said it, but I have felt it. Made me feel sad, used, waste of time that I can't get back. Energy I can never get back. Never. It's hurtful when other people don't reciprocate. It is hurtful. Yoga Girl Sai said, the better question is, what have you learned? Great question. What have you learned? How did you get into this situation? Why are you surprised? What did you miss? Probably the red flags. In my conversation with my girlfriend last night, it's not my business to tell, so I won't. We talked about these red flags. We talked about situations where we get into relationships, whether friends or significant others, and we see the motherfucking red flags and we ignore them. Right? There's a write-up. You can find this anywhere if you Google it. Narcissistic people. right? They are reciprocal in the beginning of a relationship. They emulate you. They try to do be everything for you as if they are your soulmate. And then they rip your fucking guts out. It's written. Look it up. Sometimes the beginning looks different than the middle and the end. So a lot of people, when people say, "Well, what happened when you got with him?" or "What happened?" He was all of this shit that I experienced in my relationship wasn't happening in the beginning. Okay. So also people be sensitive when you talk to people and they tell you that they're going through something. Sometimes saying to them, "Well, didn't you see this in the first place? Well, what the fuck? Didn't you see this?" Sometimes it's not visible. People do change up. But a great question is, what the fuck have you learned? Veronica Madison said, "Oh wait, interior." I gotta go up because there's a comments coming in on IG. There's a lot. Um, Interior Rule Squad said that's heartbreaking because you do so much for people when they show you they don't care. That hurts a lot. But I am learning not to expect myself from everyone else, and that is the learn. That's a hard one to execute on, though, Interior Rule Squad. I've been telling myself that for years. Don't expect me in others. Right? Good morning, Gilda. Don't expect me in others. Johnny said, "I've never said it and I haven't heard it said to me since I was a teenager." This statement is kind of like when someone says, "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed," as far as passing on guilt. 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 This is a statement that's made that often introduces guilt, right? When you make a statement like this to someone, "After everything I did for you," you it's like a guilt. You're trying to make them feel guilty. You may not think that's what you're doing, but it is a form of guilt. And guess what? If you get to a point in your relationship where you got to say that, you need to rethink the whole fucking relationship. Interior Rule Squad, we're twins. I, however, refuse to do people dirty. I just walk away. Yeah. I try not to do you dirty. I'm the nice. I'm so fucking nice. I am. I am so fucking nice. Like I have a streak in me. But it takes a lot these days to pull that out of me. Like people will walk all over me, say all kind of shit to me, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, woo woo, the sun is in the sky." Right? But inside my feelings are hurt. Yoga Girl Side said, "Rashmi, yes, I haven't ever said it, but I was like, I did a lot of free shit for that nigga, and he gonna do me like that?" Mm. Excelsior. I don't know why I can't fucking remember that building's name. Thank you, Rashmi. Protagonist said, "No one ever said after all I did for you. I'm the one who be saying that. And once I say that, we done. Got to be. Because do you want someone to be operating out of guilt in your life? Like they just doing shit because you brought to their attention after everything I did and they feel guilty. And so they do it. To me, what I learned is organic. I I'm gonna try my best not to say this shit to nobody no more. After everything I did for you, I might feel it. I might say it to somebody else, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they did this to me after everything I did for them." But I am going to try my best not to say this statement to the person that hurt me because they know what the fuck I did for them. They know. Veronica Madison said, "I needed to hear this. I did a 19-year bid. Now this fool is like, I shaking my head. God only knows I'm just over here having faith." Um, mm, Mm. 19-year bid. I'm assuming it was a marriage. AG said, I've never felt that way because what I do for my heart. And I don't regret doing anything for anyone. If it's not appreciated, I never do it again for that person. That's a good way of handling it. Treat people good until they mistreat you and then you stop. Stop pouring into people. Then you don't have to say this. This is what I'm learning right now. This is what I'm learning right now. My healing season, I go through various things. This is what I'm learning right now. Stop pouring into people that's not pouring into you, right? After everything I did for you, right? Stop continuing to do the everything if the person is not reciprocating. Good morning, Theo. Johnny Hill said, last night was fun, Raw. Thank you for joining. You're welcome. Johnny said they might have thought you changed your coffee with friends after dark and walked in on a whole different conversation. No, because it should say Johnny Hill is live with Robin White. So they had to know it was your show. Yes, protagonist Johnny Hill's show comes on every Wednesday at 8:30. All right. We had coffee with friends in the house last night. All right, but we couldn't even talk because the co-host of the arts and crafts show wasn't there. So we couldn't talk. Oh, it's 8:31, y'all. Y'all got 4 fucking minutes. Okay. We couldn't even talk fully because, Wednesdays. All right. Protagonist, yes, please watch. Good morning. Protagonist says, I'm toasted marshmallow thug just like Raw. Tough on the outside, soft on the inside. AG said people that had that kind of behavior actually not even aware of what they are doing or what they've done. So sad. Georgie said, we all toasted marshmallows up in here. Damn it. Rashmi said, people always put their best foot forward in the beginning. It's not until later that their true colors come through. Like the general always says, you meet the representative. Yes. So that's why, you can't ask a person what happened in the beginning because the beginning was beautiful. And sometimes, Rashmi continues to say, and sometimes that's someone's whole MO. They thrive on letting people do for them until they no longer need you and move on to the next. Okay? Protagonist said, Rashmi, my best foot comes out after I feel loved. Until then, I'll be reluctant to demonstrate my greatness. Yes, Rashmi, protagonist, you're right. At protagonist, you have your guard up. Oh my God, y'all, this is a great topic. And I have to cut the shit short. Johnny Hill said, is it really making a person feel guilty or is it holding that person accountable? Ooh. Well, it's supposed to hold a person accountable, right? But the statement, when I looked it up, it had some writings around form of guilt, right? But it could be an accountability statement. It could be. Cheryl Lee said, exactly. And don't look for you in others. Do what you do because it is what you do, because that's who you are. No expectations. You are aware. Hashtag therapy. Amazon 46 Triple D said, AG, man, that is how I move for years now. I hate the feeling of being used. I got to wind down, y'all. Lulu Bell says, my narcissistic abuser studied my ass for 2 years. See? He had everybody fooled. I'm sure he's on to his next victim by now. See? DJ Teddy Polo said, we do so much for the person we love and don't get that reciprocation back. The person go on the defensive and say this to be hurtful, not knowing that you're hurting yourself for saying this. Lulu Bell said, I learned not to give a mofo the roadmap to break my heart. Okay, Lulu Bells. Hey, future Misiso. Ooh, said, I fucked up my credit and took out a loan for my ex. I did it out of love. I'm a loyal bitch. Okay? Well, all right, the fuck then. Oh my God. Rashmi said, I hate when you do stuff for people and they don't reciprocate. Then when you start moving different, they say you're acting funny. Okay? That's where communication comes in, right? I feel like this. A lot of times friendships and relationships dissipate because, you know, we have an issue with each other, right? And we take offense. And the first thing, my opinion, not it's not facts, it's my opinion. Sometimes I feel that, you know, people hold things in without communicating them and things get unresolved. And maybe the other person doesn't even realize they're not reciprocating, right? Now, when I tried to have now those people, I have conversation. I will have the conversation, right? But if I had the conversation with you and you still not reciprocating, then I start feeling like this. After all I did, the fuck. But I get that, Rashmi. Protagonist says Cheryl Lee expecting me out of others was the biggest downfall. Now that I understand this, I don't have expectations no more. Well, guys, I have to start winding down, but this was a great topic. Right? This is something to think about as you navigate through relationships after everything I did for you. This is like that short film that I told y'all to watch. We on here and we off. 30 minutes, the same amount of time as the strangest things about the Johnsons, right? You see how quick this went? That movie go that quick. If you have not watched it, go and watch it because we are talking about that tomorrow. If you don't want to be a part of that conversation, I understand. I do, right? It's a hard watch, but it's a lot of topics in there to unpack, y'all. So please make sure you take a peek at it. And if you don't want to, I'm not holding it against you. But those that are watching it, come here prepared to discuss it tomorrow. All right. Good morning, Pat. The movie Veronica Madison is The Strange Things About the Johnsons. Okay. It is on YouTube and it's 30 minutes long. Please watch it. We're discussing it tomorrow. Georgie said you only got 15 minutes of me today. That's okay because I'm gonna be back here tomorrow. And you know tomorrow is Freestyle Friday, and we got a big conversation tomorrow to have. But the one thing I wanted to say is that Ghost Mom said, tell your beautician that your future appointments have to be after the show. I know. I actually made this appointment because I wanted to get in early and get out. And I don't know. I don't know. My schedule will be hectic because I'll be fucking it up. So, but I'm glad that y'all want me to stay. The fuck? The Strange Things About the Johnsons. Yes, please take a look at that. But anyway, guys, I got to go. But I appreciate you guys. Hey, So Blessed 2021. I appreciate you guys. Keep tuning in to Coffee with Friends. I love y'all. Right? Come into IG, give me the hearts. Come on to YouTube, give me the thumbs up, never the thumbs down. All right? After everything I did for you is a statement that I found myself saying to more than one person in my life. Right? And in my healing season, I thought about this, right? And I said, you know, one of the things that I get caught up on, me personally, is, you know, I have a giving heart and a giving spirit. Sometimes people want more out of me that I just can't give, right? Because I got to have some shit to give to myself. Right? Some people have expectations out of me that I cannot fulfill because I need to reserve some shit for myself. Right? And so, you know, to me, you know, I started to feel before I entered my healing season that I was being neglected, right? Because I pour into several people in my life and I don't feel like I get poured back into, right? And I do it from my heart. And many of people have said to me, don't change who you are, Robin, because of how people treat you. But it's hard because I start to think after everything I did for you. But I am starting to unpack that shit. Like, if I got to remind you of everything that I did for you, okay, then what we doing? What we doing? Save your fucking self, okay? Sometimes it's, you know, you could be doing everything you need to do and it's not going to be enough for that person because that person is just going to constantly take. Or they'll be satisfied with the things you do for them. And then when you can't do certain things for them, then they got a whole attitude and they forgot everything else you did for them. Right? But sometimes you got to step back and pour into yourself. And that's where I'm at. And so I'm working on myself. I'm working on myself feeling this way after everything I did for you and verbalizing that shit. I'm not through it yet, but it's a work in progress. All right. It's a work in progress. All right. Cheryl Lee said hashtag May mental health month. Okay. But with that, y'all, I'm out. All right. Let's see what we going out on. These are the vibes. I appreciate all those that join Coffee with Friends. I will be here tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. We're talking about the strange things about the Johnsons. There's going to be room for nothing else. Nothing. We're going to go right into that conversation tomorrow, right? But link is in my bio, y'all. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, YouTube, IG. Make sure when you go to YouTube, you are subscribing to my channel. Hey, Damaris. Damaris, I'm gonna see you in a little while. We're gonna cross paths at the salon. All right? Damaris. She goes to the same salon. I love it. All right. Make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell on YouTube so that you know when I'm going live. Follow my page, share my videos. I show the fuck up here for free. Support me for free. I ain't ask you motherfuckers to buy nothing in a long time. This is free shit. All right. And anyway, y'all, I'm out. I got to go, but I love y'all. Going for now, but never forever. Hey, peace.